Yo, what up? We out here. Let me get my glamour filter. Walking around out here in the dark. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How y'all doing? Crazy for y'all as it was for everyone I've been talking to. Had one hell of a week. Come on, Neva. Come on, Neva. How's y'all's animals doing? How's y'all's pets? How's y'all's plants? How's y'all's food? Eating good? Taking care of yourselves? You know? You got to. Otherwise, everything's like way harder. Come on, Nova. This way. This way. Why do you want to go in other people's yards? This way. Come on, Nova. Come on. This way. This way. Let's go. TGIF though, right? Oh, wow. It's going to be a good weekend. Show is. Gotta come back with the bag to scoop this poop. Good girl, Nova. This is a good little baby girl. I'm tired. I don't know how long I slept earlier. I didn't get home till 1:30 last night. Didn't get to sleep till 3 or something. Maybe earlier than that. But woke up like 8. Took my pups to the park for like an hour and a half or more. And then we came back and I just was like, no, I'm going to sleep and I need sleep. So I finally almost caught up on sleep. I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. And I think tomorrow I'll feel a lot better, a lot more refreshed. You feel me? Come on, Eva. I got a lot to achieve this week, so I need to be rested. Come on, Nova. Plus, I started a basketball league on Tuesday. Plus, I need to start working out. Like, I mean, I've been working out, but up the intensity of my workout. Come on, Nova. Come on, come on. Let's get in this house here. Come on, come on, Nova. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it. You got it. Good girl. Who's next? I think a little pepperoni. This little baby, little teeny tiny girl. Come on, Amber. Come on. We'll come back. Nope. We'll come back, Apollo. Hang on, bud. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your understanding and stuff. Oh, man. Go potty, Amber. Yeah. How's y'all's week? Can you tell I'm tired? It was a great week, though, honestly. It was like the busiest week of my life, as I said when we began the week. But it was like such a fun and worthwhile and incredible time all the way around. I got to I drove 3.5 hours to Virginia Um, got there at 7:30, so I left at like 3. Someone asked me, "What's up, Tennyson? Thanks for asking this question. True or false? AI and the algorithm feeds you content based off your own beliefs and searches." I am not an algorithm or AI expert, but I would say that's not the only factors that it factors in, but that is some of them. So I would say that is true among other things. Um, Certainly, if you pull up your home page of YouTube and what all the video content that pops up is going to look a lot different than mine or than person next door. So even, I mean, yours even evolves as you use it. That's why I'm careful with everything that I search, because there's a lot of material like I just don't want to have to ignore. If I don't have to, I can just, you know. Good girl, Lamboroni. Good girl. He's a cute little rat. You're a little fuzzy rat. Little monkey squirrel. Good girl. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, isn't that the point of the algorithm existing, Tennyson? Otherwise, what else is its purpose, you know? It's a cool name, by the way, Tennyson. I don't know any Tennysons, but I know they're out there, and I guess you're one. Hey, Apollo, you want to go for a walk? You go potty? Where's your leash? Oh, here it is. Come on, Apollo. He's hype. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here, bud. Amber, get back. Good girl. We'll be right back. Y'all be good. Don't, screw everything up. Don't knock over stuff. All right. Today's Friday. It's the first Friday of October. Um, I don't know of anything going on. I feel like this month is going to get more and more interesting as we progress. Although, I mean, first week was interesting. It was just super busy. So yeah, I mean, I got to go to Virginia, shoot a short film. It was like incredible. Like, take away the fact that we were shooting a film, take away the fact that I was around really talented, kind, like incredible people. Take away the fact that we made a really, really solid, really, well, beyond solid, like a really, really good product. Um, take all that away, and just the fact that I was in these gorgeous woods while it rained, and it was green and luscious and muddy and like I don't know, like so nice, such a great escape from anything. That's why I like filming. I mean, that's why I've liked school. Not school. I didn't like school. But, like going to school. That's why I've liked working my whole life. Is it's just an escape from my home life or from the day to day life that I live. But now my home life is actually the best it's been possibly ever. But still, like how I want to spend my days is like on sets, different sets all over the world, bringing characters to life from a page, as I've said a million times, and there's nowhere else. Sorry, y'all got disconnected from Wi-Fi or whatever. But the day that I get to say that I don't have to come back anywhere, or I don't have to like report to my day job, or I don't have to like worry about logistics and travel and expenses, and I just get to literally spend all my days on sets of different projects, like full time, 100% of the time. That's oops, we're obviously having some connection issues out here. But as I was saying, it's the perfect day job for me, and as I'm pursuing a career in TV, it doesn't even feel like a day job. I mean, it's just like a way to make money in the meantime. But yeah, I mean, the day I get to be like, hey, it's not that I don't want to do this, it's that I don't have time because I'm going to be on this project and this project and this project. I'm going to be making way more money through these projects than I would by staying here and working, is the day that I've been waiting my whole life for. Not waiting, working towards my whole life. And I can sense that that day is going to come. Before, I feel comfortable with saying before the end of the year, before 2025, I'm going to be able to say that. And that's not too long away, you know? That's exciting as hell, especially considering I've really only been acting since June. And, you know, most people be doing it for years and don't really go anywhere. But I'm not arrogant about it or delusional. I just look at where I'm at and who I know and what I've done already so far, and I'm like, yeah, it's only a matter of time, and that time is very short. Things are incredible. So, but as I said, I need sleep. Paul, are you done, homie? Oh, because I'd like to finish eating, my guy. I got some deeps and some guacs and some spinach dips that I would like to return to at your earliest convenience, sir. What's my, oh, I forget that I'm on the East Coast and, like, it's later here than it is everywhere else. Damn, I need to call my car insurance tomorrow or Monday at the latest. Today is over. Anybody? I need to. Where can I cash a check? I tried to take it to Walmart and they had all these like rules and stuff and they wouldn't do it for me. But it's just a check. It shouldn't be that hard. And on things. Come on. This way, sir. Come on, Apollo. Good boy. Fully wrap my head around the fact that I'm not a big dog guy and I'm not a cat guy. I love both of those things, but I wouldn't want to own one myself. Having a big dog is just like, man, they're so big. Like, get out of the way, bro. And then having cats, I mean, maybe one or two would be cool, but I don't know. After living with 14, I'm probably good to never see a cat ever again. Plus, they be weird. This one cat comes in my lap and wants to get pet, and I'd be petting it, and then it just literally like bites my arm. And I'm like, your teeth are sharp, and you be biting too hard. and I don't really enjoy it. These weird ass cats. But I mean, they're sweet. It's not like a angry bite. It's just what it does. I don't know why. Come on. Come on. Quit eating weirdness. Come on, sir. I want to go eat weirdness in the form of chips and dip. And then I want to go to bed. You feel me? But yeah, like dogs like Great Danes or Great Pyrenees or um, giant huskies or something, like you're just too big. No, sir. Come on. Come on. It's too much. Unless they like lived in an open field, might be great. Living in a house with 4 walls and a roof is too small for a big ass dog. But I've never really been a little dog guy either until Amber. And Amber's the best little dog in existence, so I'm very fortunate and lucky with that. She's super cute. But I got lucky with her. She just wandered up to me at a gas station, so I didn't really do much about that other than invite her in and take her to the ocean and give her the best life in the world. I'm slowly, but a couple years ago, I was responding to everything with the country accent as a joke, and then pretty much everything I said, I just couldn't say it without it, and it became a bit of a habit. But now I think that's hilarious too. So maybe if I just keep doing it, it'll stick. And really, what I should be doing is doing it with a British accent, but baby steps, little baby steps. Someone told me one time, you don't even have an accent. And I was like, I don't think that's possible, brother. If I speak, I got some sort of an accent, right? We're all speaking some sort of way. Okay. Just because I come from the South, you, you know? All right. Well, almost back. Thank you. What are y'all doing? I know you ain't eating none of that food you're not supposed to be eating, little baby girls. I know you're not disappointing in your behaviors, right? Uh-huh. Right. Right. Okay. All right. If you say so. Oh, wow. Look at this. We're back at it. Oh, cute little baby girls. What did I title this live? What's the purpose? What are we talking about? Oh, TGIF and the chill weekend. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? What a busy weekend. And now we're going, or what a busy week. Now we're going into a chill weekend. What a blessing. What a fantastic time we are in, I got some guac. And I got some chips, some Tostitos. Tostitos, yes sir. Ooh baby, ooh wee. Oh yeah, baby. Yes, ma'am. Woo-wee. Just lay down. Ooh wee. I think we've reached that time of the night tonight where your host of this live stream is a little bit delulu due to my collective lack of sleep in the last few multiple nights. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so happy. I just love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. You know, it's just fantastic. Just a beautiful little time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, ain't it? Just ain't it? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, man.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Honestly, you should have put him in earlier. Friday Night Spotlight is on Fort Worth native Nana Mensa, who played 4 seasons at Notre Dame where he earned his degree in political science.
Yes, ma'am.
He's currently working on his 3rd degree at TCU in healthcare and business administration.
This football player is working on his 3rd degree, and he's still playing football at the college. What a guy! Role model in the local youth. Yes, sir. Oh my! Why? Oh why? Am I in my own house wearing a t-shirt? No ma'am. No sir. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. Okay. I still need a shower. Got a lot to do. Not much, but a little bit. For how tired I am. Yes, sir. Oh my. Oh. Delicious. What a throw, what a catch. Oh. I spoke to Nana this week. He told me that hooked on TCU football coming to games when he was a young boy. Guess who was playing quarterback? And guess Andy Dalton. You're correct. It's amazing. Man, I forgot that Andy Dalton went to TCU. That boy's still playing football in the league, in the big ones. Yes, sir. It's one of the recruiting advantages for teams like TCU, teams like Houston. You can go get guys in the portal. What in the world? That screen pass goes awry. Pressure from Cooper and Holmes. And now this crowd's starting to get a little antsy in offense that really hasn't had too much trouble putting up points this season. Without a point at home. No, ma'am. No. Down. No. No. Good girl.
66 passes, 6 interceptions.
Good girl.
You're going to struggle offensively if that's what the type of production you're putting out. That punt bounces out of bounds, and Houston with strong starting field position. Kick off your NFL Sunday with a countdown crew.
What in the world? These chips are delicious. Yes, ma'am. Yep. They got a hint of lime, and they're in triangles, and they're just so good. Good. Oh my. Good. Oh man. No. No. Lay down. Nope. Alright, so tonight I bought some food. Now I have plenty. I'm truly blessed. Nova, no. Stop. Lay down. Just hang out. We're just having a good little baby time. Oh. Oh.
Johnny Hodges from Navy lacrosse player finally got him. Pretty good block out on the edge. I thought the ball was in the stomach of Butler, and then all of a sudden Chris,
Just cute little baby kitty cat.
picks up a couple of nice blocks on the edges. Nice job.
Be nice. Nope. I can put you up in the room. You need to go up in the room, or you can lay down in here, and we can hang out. It's your call, okay? If you can't leave that little kitty cat alone, we're gonna go back in the room. You remember that? You know, you heard me. She on my hips.
Freeze option. Stacy Sneed for the first down. A freeze option where you make it look like counter option, stop, come back the other way. Where it's a freeze option. Nice job by Chris. Getting the defense, the front seven to freeze and allow Sneed to out-leverage the defense for a big game. What's the quarterback's read on that play? Edge-man on the line of scrimmage. If he takes the quarterback, he's going to pitch it. He takes the pitch man. Chris is going to keep it himself and turn up the field.
No, but just lay down. Hello, Redhead. I knew you were going to show up. I was waiting for it. I'm fantastic. How are you, Redhead? How are things? Things were pretty. Not last time we talked. We didn't talk much, but most recently, and well, not most recently. I just said that, but things have been pretty crazy. By half good, half bad, half of each. Half what? What does that mean? Happy Friday to you. Good girl, Nova. Good girl.
TCU looking for a stop and a field goal attempt. Tight end door, motions to the right.
By half. I understand. Yes, ma'am. Was it a crazy week for you as well? Because it was a crazy week for most people that I know or have spoken to. And it was a wild week for me, for sure. I'm very excited to get some solid sleep tonight. The comet, not the solar eclipse. You think the comet had a bigger impact than the solar eclipse that happened on 2 days ago? Or what about the two X-class flares that went off in the last few days that are on its way to Earth right now and supposed to begin hitting tomorrow? We had the strongest solar flare of solar cycle 25, which began in December 2019 and January 2020. And we just had an X-class 9, I believe, right after an X-class 7. And both are coming towards us. We are expecting moderate to strong geomagnetic storms beginning this weekend. We expect the KP index to go up to 5 or 6, if not more, dependent on the potency of this coronal mass ejection and dependent on how back-to-back they happen to be hitting the Earth to each other. The first one is strong, but it ain't that strong, and the second one is strong. And if they go a boom boom, nobody's talking about the fact that there's a chance that it could be a cannibal CME, which is what happens when the sun is here and the Earth is here, and boom, a CME goes off the sun into the outer space straight for the Earth, and then boom, it hits the Earth. But a cannibal CME can occur after boom. This first CME is on its way, but it ain't made it to Earth yet. But then boom, another CME goes off the sun. And now this CME has a clear path to the Earth because the first one already cleared its path in the cosmos. And then it catches up to the first one and it eats it like a cannibal. And now they're doubly strong and their magnetic fields get all warbled and wobbly and intermixed, and then boom, they hit the Earth. Hey, no ma'am. Hey, get that one. Get down. Get. Good girl. I need you to relax. I'm trying to talk about space weather over here. And then boom, it hits the Earth and everything gets all destabilized and magnetically jerked and herky-jerky around. And then the animals are acting crazy and we're acting crazy and we're screaming at each other in parking lots and we're having heart attacks and sirens are going off everywhere and transformers are sparking. Technology, internet's going down. We're having outages. The planes are grounded in the airports. Your cell phone service ain't working. Your uncle? No, ma'am. Sounds like last week in the mountains here. Yes, that's very true. And I appreciate. Can I speak? No. Really loud. I appreciate it. I am from Texas. I don't think I'm speaking like I'm from Texas. It's more like a blend of Tennessee and Texas, but wow, right as I said that, it says Tennessee on TV. They're number 4 in the nation? I didn't know that. Tennessee, who knew? Both UTs are in the top 4.
They just read the eyes of Hoover, so he is telegraphing a lot of throws because this Cougar's secondary.
I was in the mountains this past week too. Up in Virginia, down in Virginia. No, ma'am. I will put you back in that room if you cannot handle it. And and I can eat all this by myself, and you don't get to watch me. All right, you're pushing it. This is just a free preview, sir. My man Justin. Not the bootleg, just you get 5 minutes of a preview of a lead up, and right when it gets juicy and good, a little paywall pops up, and you gotta subscribe for money. Can you be nice to that poor little kitty cat? Huh? No, ma'am. Nope. You're going in the shoe. Come on.
We saw the freshman Jeremy Payne get the start. Seems to have sparked Cam Cook a little bit. 5 rushes, 39 yards in this first half. Yeah, Williams, who hasn't touched it yet. McAllister can come alive. You see Bastion and Richardson waiting on the other two to get in the action for this TCU offense. Cook again. Sneaks to the outside, upended. That's out close to the 20. AJ Halsey has been the middle of it all for Houston. Nice blocks on the outside. Terry and Harris, right left guard and left tackle respectively, and then Savion Williams on some unselfish stuff out on the edges to help this running back. Continue to feed Cook. And he's driven back by Kendra Gantz. Sunbelt pick last year from Louisiana. Second down, remember TCU gets the ball to begin the second half. Neck braces are coming back, aren't they? Gantz sporting one. Like Hodges wears one for TCU. Nope. Come on. Should be a prerequisite for anyone, but I definitely think so. Chris Spielman wore one. Brian Cox. Over to the end zone.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that. Nova's got to learn. I mean, she still gets so excited by these little kitty cats out here. I'm going to be so healthy this week. I got so much good stuff with some bananas, and I don't think I'm going to eat this spinach dip right now. I did buy some ice cream, and I think I might have a second bowl of cereal tonight, but I'm not trying to overdo it because I do want to sleep very soon. All right. He just missed that extra point. Let me see here. Boom. Boom. All right. Do I really want a second bowl of cereal? I do. I can't lie. I'm going to eat a second bowl of cereal because it just sounds so good. Oh my. I'm just trying to avoid that situation we had in our last live where Nova lunged at a poor little kitty cat, and then everything went flying. She knocked over the TV tray and all that. We just trying to make it a smooth Friday night. What are y'all doing on your Friday night? Because this is what I'm doing. Ain't nothing going on or what? Ain't no party time tonight? What's up this weekend, huh? What's going on? What's the move? What's the groove, buddy? Buddy boy, come on now. I just had an orange pumpkin shaped ice cream sandwich yesterday. Oh my goodness. Orange pumpkin shaped ice cream sandwich. Was it also flavored like pumpkin? Or was it just like a casual vanilla that just was shaped in a pumpkin shape with orange dye? Or did it have some pumpkin flavorings to it, you know? But hey, that's a great thing for fall. Happy fall, sir. It was pumpkin flavored. Incredible. I would have been disappointed if it wasn't. That feels like a little bit of false advertising. But that sounds pretty good. I've honestly never seen one of them or had one of them. Um, so that is very cool, sir. Do you recommend? Earlier today, I went to the store and I looked at like 80 different pints of ice cream, and I was just trying to find the one that had the most protein. Because why am I going to eat ice cream if it ain't going to give me a crap ton of protein? You know? She went from Nova to Supernova. I can't chill tonight either. I just wanted to say, what's up? I'm going to bed. Like you said earlier, long week. Have a great night, my topless friend. Enjoy your cereal. Well, thank you so much, Redhead. Glad you were able to pop in and you sleep well and you have a great weekend. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to eat this cereal and go to bed myself. I got to be productive this week. I got to achieve things. Mainly relaxing because I've been going and going and going and driving and working and acting and whew, I don't even know how to. Much love, Redhead. Thank you. Appreciate you. I just haven't been able to just calm my thoughts. I'm just seeking some clarity. I just want some peace of mind. You know what I'm saying?
No showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No game. No fun. Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, one other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host. Try one you have all to yourself. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, it might be too late, Justin. It might be too late. It might just be you and I, sir. I am.
It's glowing.
But yeah, I got to hang out in the mountains, in the woods, and the ranches in Virginia. And then last night, I did go to Philadelphia for the first time. It was incredibly fun. I met a lot of good people. It made me reflect on the fact that all these people told me, oh man, Philadelphia is going to eat you alive. Oh man, you're going to end up on the roads, streets of Kensington. Oh man, don't go to Philadelphia. Don't go. They're going to, you will, oh, this guy's going to, you know, all that crap. And guess what? I went to Philadelphia and I had a fantastic time. What in the world? I went to the Devils Flyers game. I got to do a photo shoot for. I was modeling for the sportswear brand Fanatics, who are they partnered with the NHL this year to do all their jerseys. Last year it was Adidas, and this year it's Fanatics. And so I got free gear, free hoodie, which was great because I don't even own a hoodie. And now I do. Free hat, you know. And I'm there as an opposing fan for an opposing team in the home crowd of the Philadelphia team. and they were all so cool with me. You know, it was a great time. They all wanted me back. They all wanted me to hang out. I met some musician folks that host an open mic that want me to come. They said I was great at ukulele because they just had one in their car. You know, what are the chances of all of that?
With a patient run, just kind of sets everything up.
Nothing but good things.
And in the middle of the field with two safeties parted, and nobody can run down. See on Chris.
And then I had to go home,
What an answer.
and I mapped it, and I was like, I'm 2.5 hours away. So then I mapped myself to New York, and I was like, well, I'm 2.5 hours away from New York. So my plan that I initially had to move to Philadelphia to be closer to New York sounds like a good one to me, and I might just do it.
I mean, the safeties disappear off the hash mark, and then he picks up a nice block, and it's a foot race.
But we'll see.
At that point, Sanford throws the block, and Chris does the rest.
When my brain is a little less mush,
You gotta go back in
and I got some more clear thinking and some clarities. What's up, little kitty cat? Yeah, why not? You know, I haven't come up with a bad reason yet. It's closer to New York. It's a bigger city. I had a lot of fun. You know, why not? I am single with no kids. I got no commitments. I don't know what being single with no kids has to do with moving to Philadelphia specifically, but the point is true that I can do whatever I want and go wherever I want, whenever I want. I'm just deciphering and discerning what's the best thing to do. I don't. I can confirm that there ain't no little me running around out there, okay? I was talking to someone that was in the shoot with me about that last night, and I said, I ain't having no kids if I ain't with somebody who's a hell of a mother. Because I ain't doing to my kids what I did to what I grew up in. I ain't doing no broken families and some toxic parents. No sir, no ma'am. If you ain't a hell of a mother, then I ain't having kids. And I'm just gonna stay by myself. But I'll probably meet the right person sometime. One day. You know? Absolutely, sir. I'm breaking that cycle. And while I'm deciding and figuring out who might be a fantastic mother, not that I plan on having a crap ton of sex, but you better protect yourself. So I'm strapped and locked and loaded and prepared, just to be safe. I've had some close calls in my youth, in my younger days, with some absolute psychos. So I'm very lucky and fortunate. And I ain't taking that for granted or screwing that up.
clock. Little saying I have is you can't score enough points in the first half of a football game. Burnett, the first down call, no game. There's no such thing as too many points.
Justin, your therapist said, can you imagine if two healthy people found each other? You would be unstoppable. Bro, it's just true. Which is why I'm 1000% invested and dedicated and devoted and focused on making myself healthy. Healthy mentally, healthy emotionally, healthy spiritually, healthy physically. You know? And if I reach a point where I'm like, man, I feel good about, actually kind of like now. What's up, JCF? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. We're just talking about, you know, being with healthy people romantically in your relationships. And if they ain't, then they ain't getting dated by me, that's for sure. I'm doing fantastic, sir or ma'am. I believe you're a sir, if I remember correctly. But yeah, all is well. I'm a little tired and I'm going to sleep soon, but cool. I figured. Yeah, all is well. I had an incredibly busy week and it is finally over. It was fantastic. It was fun. It was rewarding. And now I get to rest for the weekend. And rest I shall. But yeah, Justin, if I reach a point, which actually I kind of am reaching that point where I'm looking around, I'm evaluating myself, I'm sitting back and I'm like, I feel pretty healthy. I'm doing good things, I'm feeling good, you know. I'm practicing the right practices. I'm eating well. I'm taking care of my business and my responsibilities and my dogs and all the good things. And I'm getting healthier every day. And I'm working out and I'm rising and growing. There'll always be more to do and more ways to get better. But like all in all, I absolutely think I'm in a position, in a place, in a mindset, in a state where I can meet someone, But because it's fun, Kenneth. Why talk like that? Try it, sir. Try it. It's just fun. It's just it's goofy as hell, sir. Um and then it becomes addicting, and then it becomes a habit, and then I don't know. Kenneth, don't be a hater. I'm doing me, and I'm glad you're doing you, and I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate your existence. Ain't nothing gotta be all that seriousness. I haven't had whole milk in years, and I've come to the realization for sure that I do not like milk like that. I miss my nut milk, but it's all good. But yeah, um, all right, Billy, I hear you.
Quarterback controversy coming into this game tonight. I think it's over. Chris is your guy. That's just before the half. 72 yards to the house.
We heard you the first time, Billy.
Stunning. The horn cross that we welcome you inside the halftime report. Dan Mullen, Joey Galloway, Zubin Mehenti. Incredible for a team that had been averaging just over 5 points per game.
That's cool. Hey, what's up? Homie made it. Public Pickle. Good to see you, sir. We just talking about a few different things, Of course, Satan don't love you. He hates you. But yeah, I do feel like I'm in a good position. You slept for 15 hours. That sounds incredible, sir. Hey, look, Jesus Christ. What is it? How does this happen? Um, he called you a child.
These two will kick off within 45 minutes of each other Saturday. Ole Miss off the loss. Coach South Carolina's off the bye. Absolutely.
Man, that does sound good. I slept for over 5 hours like today during the day. I took a nap for the first time, and I don't know the last time I took a nap, but it was real nice. It was real nice. And but I need more, so I'm going to sleep soon. And yeah, you know.
Yeah, Cal won in their first three games, and they lost last week against Florida State. They got to bounce back against a Miami team that might be the best team in the ACC. But Cam Moore, the way he's playing, having an incredible season.
Oh, here we go with the Elons and the fake celebrities. Oh, your presidents are asleep. All right. Interesting. So the eggs. I almost bought eggs today. I've been out for a minute. But I ended up not because I figured I'd save money and just get it a different day or something. But I am gonna make some eggs real soon. I'm getting a whole, routine going with some good meals and whatnot.
Everybody around you is down because you lost the game. We always had a big say, we don't want to let one team beat you twice.
But yeah, I think I'm in a good spot for being a healthy and good partner to anybody. But I don't think I'm in a good spot to meet. I have not met anybody who I think is an aligned and healthy and good partner for me. So I'm just focusing on myself and my progress and my career and making my life better, improving my finances and getting my own place to live. What's up, Corey? Thanks for being here, brother. And if I get to the other side of that and I'm like, man, I love where I live and I got my own place and I got crap tons of money and I don't know what to do with and I got all this success and my career is fantastic and I'm working on worthwhile projects and I got some more stuff lined up for the future and that's it. Well, damn, that's a good life, I'm down for that. Just me and my pups getting to cuddle and sleep in a fantastic bed and live our dreams and travel the worlds and do a bunch of different things. Like that's all. If that's the end of things, and that's fantastic with me. I don't have to be a father, but if that ends up panning out, like I said, I ain't having any kids if I don't meet somebody who will be an incredible mother. Damn, homie, can you relax? Knocking over things and whatnot. But I don't know. You know, I don't know many women who I would consider to be a good mother or in the position to be a good mother. Actually, I don't know any. That's not that I don't know any. I know some women that would be fantastic mothers, but that in terms of me being the mother of my children, hell no. uh, I don't know anyone like that. So yeah, no disrespect. No. All right. Let me clear out some of these things and start organizing things a little better. Oh my. What to do? What to do? How's y'all's Friday night going? Is it nice and good? Is it nice and lively? It's still early, right? I haven't. Let's see. Can you be quiet? Huh? Let me go get your rope, but I need you to be quiet. Can you relax? You just got way too much energy, a little bit. Oh my. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Give me this rope. Give me this rope. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Oh, look, it's Frankie. It's all good, Frankie. Good to see you. Glad you could make it, sir. How are your puppies doing? Happy Friday night to you, sir. Oh, there's a lot of energies going on. I saw your comment that asked for more lives and more videos, and I wanted to deliver. Oh, wow. But I had a very busy week, and I'll have a very chill weekend. So, yes, sir. I'm for the people. But I was in Virginia on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then I came back to Maryland. Ah, you punched me in the balls. Ow. Okay. Ow. I was in Virginia. Then I was back in Maryland, and then I was in Philadelphia last night. And then I came back from Philadelphia last night. And so it was a lot of driving. I don't recommend driving that much because it was very difficult to stay awake for all of that. Oh my. But we need more people. Well, thank you, Frankie. That means a lot. Ow. I ain't done nothing yet for anybody, but I do hope to give back to the world as much as I can in due time and make this a better place for us all to live in. You know? Worldwide, collectively, for the entire human race. We all deserve that. Yes, sir. Nova, can you not? Like, can you just not? Good God. Good golly, Miss Molly. You're going crazy. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah, the dogs didn't get enough activity while I was gone, so we're gonna have a fun weekend, that's for sure. Ow! Promise you that. Give me this. Rah, rah. Nova loves her rope. It's her favorite toy. She likes to sling that thing around, and sometimes she be slinging it so hard that it just be pelting me in the head. Good Lord. You are a wild animal who happens to be domesticated and like hanging out with me, and I appreciate that. But you are wild as hell, and I love you. Never just breathe. Okay, just breathe. Just in and out. Oh yeah. Come here, little Amber Roni. Come here, little baby girl. Oh, sweet little teeny tiny tot. You're just a cute little baby girl. This is Amber. Oh, I'm sorry, Amber. This is Amber. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Bram Boyvy? If that's how you say, I appreciate that, sir or ma'am. I'm not sure which one you are, but it don't really matter. I appreciate your kind words, and yeah, I mean things were already getting better since my financial audit appearance. Um, I just was talking about a lot of things that happened a while back, and for some reason, people think when they learn about something that it's all fresh and new. But I've spent months and years processing some of those things. And also, I wasn't allowed to go into detail on a lot of them. I was like told to be vague, and then I had to be vague. And I know that wasn't fair to the audience, and that wasn't fair to me, and that wasn't even fair to them. But hey, it was their call, and I was on their show. And I don't really care about what all negativity people want to say about me when I know the truth. And if they don't want to know the truth, then that's on them. So who really cares? Um, Being in an environment that cultivates hate, what can you expect? But I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, of course things have gotten better. Just like I said they would. I got no skeleton, sir. My closet is empty. Um, Caleb is somebody who should probably be having conversations about skeletons. But I got nothing to hide. And as I told him and the producers, you got secrets, you got problems. I believe in privacy and boundaries, but I don't believe in secrets, and I got none. I knew that going up there to be exposed to a large audience talking about my mistakes would result in a lot of people being really mean and not liking me. And I knew that it would be a good practice to handle that, you know? And yeah, I mean, at first it was a little overstimulating and I got a little carried away by all the negativity, but I think I just gave it too much attention. And yeah, thank you, Frankie. I appreciate you saying that too. Um, Ow! That's my hand. You need to relax, okay? No, no. I'm giving you some space, okay? I need you to take it and make the most of it. You are receiving some space. It's for your own good. Relax. Oh, that's a good question. Nobody's asked me that. Let's see. Do I think there is a good balance of like, dislike, or has there been a more lopsided feeling towards you or towards me?
Why don't you just hunt them up?
I do have an answer for that, and it's actually something I've thought about a little bit. And basically, my answer is that I've met some of the most incredible and beautiful and kind and understanding and special individuals from appearing on that toxic ass podcast that, in terms of numbers, if we're just adding things up, oh yeah, it's like 95, maybe even more, 95.5 negativity. But that's what I'm saying, you cultivate a culture and a community of hate, then damn, people are gonna feed off that, and that's definitely what that is. But in terms of impact, um, relevance to my actual life, and worthwhileness of the relationships that I built and that I maintain, and the people that I've been connected with, including you right now, it's been immeasurable. And I would even put that at 100 to 0 because, you know, like a bunch of randos saying a bunch of crap that's inaccurate because they just like to make assumptions, like has zero impact and nothing to do with my actual life. But say 15, it hasn't been that many, but hypothetically, let's say 15 people of the 500,000 that have watched that video, that have actually interacted with me and been incredibly supportive and cool. Like that's 100 and nothing, I have 2 dogs, Frankie. I have Amber and I have Nova. Nova was the one slinging the rope. Amber's a little tiny one. They're my best friends, and they're all that matter to me. Not all, but more than anything. Yo hablo español muy poquito, pero soy practicando más. Y yo escucho más que hablo, pero yeah. Yeah, Frankie, tienes ocho. Hey, look, there it is. There's another one. What's up, Samantha? Yeah, like I said, the people that I've met from there make all the noise, but I mean, it depends on who you are. I'm just speaking for myself personally. I understand there's a lot of people who have been a part of that show or been on that show and they feel taken advantage of and they feel overwhelmed by the negativity. But was there something positive from what Caleb said to me that I still practice? Tell me something positive that Caleb said to me, period, throughout that entire thing. Let's see. He said, give me a second. Let me think about that. I can't remember the exact words that he said, but I believe he said something about me being good looking or something like that because he was insecure about his own weight or something. And no, that did absolutely nothing for me. Didn't change my life whatsoever. But I guess I'm saying, oh yeah, I appreciate it. I don't know that I consider him saying always use sunscreen as like a positive thing. Actually, he was just saying that he could see my skin cancer growing, which wasn't exactly positive. But no, I did not take that advice either, as I have done. No, I know, Samantha, but he did say that. I've done a lot of research on the different sunscreens and whatnot, and yeah, I take care of my skin in other ways, and I really do like sunlight. So Logically, he was right in ways. Okay, look, yeah, my bad, Bram. But the thing is, his advice for me was like as if it was as if and all the comments and everything portray me as somebody who doesn't want to work. I didn't talk about my work history. I didn't talk about all the ways I was working, nor did I ever say that I didn't want to work or that I wasn't willing to work. I just spoke on the fact that a lot of companies and their leadership um like want you to invest as much as they are. And I've worked for people that their company is their baby, and I just think it's unfair um to the employee that they can't just be an employee. And obviously there's places that aren't like that. And the second, and so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stop using this accent. It might come out a little bit because I've been doing it for like an hour now, but I mean, I was portrayed how I was gonna be portrayed. It's whatever. I mean, like I've said before, it would have been different if the reason they brought me in wasn't because of my terrible finances. I'm actually like in a decent spot. Um, but it was because I had an interesting story and background. And then when I get there 15 minutes before I actually sit down with Caleb to tape it, his producer says, "Yeah, don't talk about any of that stuff. He's not a mental health professional." And then I sit down with them and he's asking me for specifics and details and basically like putting forth this narrative that I'm exaggerating the realities of my hardships, and that so like I tried to explain everything without explaining anything, which is like unfair and impossible. They told me not to use the word abuse. And so I was like, well, can I say trauma? And then in the episode, obviously I say trauma. And then he pushes me on that. And I eventually say abuse. And he's like, well, what kind of abuse are we talking? Because blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not allowed to say. Like, I wasn't going to say that in the middle of the episode. But I should have, honestly, looking back, because they stopped taping the second we began. So it's like, obviously they can just stop. Samantha, I deleted my video talking about all this because I just didn't want to give it the negativity. I did a live, which is up on my channel right now, a live stream called I respond live to my appearance on Financial Audit with Caleb Hammer and the comments. And in it, this was like last week, and I scroll through all the comments and I respond to the things that were said about me, and the both the negativity and the positivity, and some of the things that maybe were unclear about both the process of being on the show and my appearance specifically, and some of the things that people got twisted or misperceived. And you don't have to watch all of it. It's like an hour and a half or something. But yeah, of course, Bram. And I'm an open book. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. I would love for his viewers, whether they're fans or not, to feel more clarity on the process and the experience, and and all that. But I just, yeah. What I was gonna say is, him saying I needed to like work a job consistently. I mean, he wanted me to. I appreciate you. Like him saying I needed to like not move, that I needed to stay in Texas and just work and save up so I can make a move at a different time. Like, obviously that's the logical thing to do, but like there's more when you're in an environment of trauma. and abuse and like deep rooted stuff that is unhealthy, I think you should do everything you can to get out of there first. It'll be a lot easier um, to make the logical choice when you're no longer in an environment that um, kind of takes away your ability to have logical reasoning. And I knew that, and I've experienced enough in my life to know that um, the second I got out of my toxic environment, things would be better for me. That I trusted myself enough to know that I know the right things to do because I've failed at it in the past. And just because I've failed at something in the past, and I said this before too, just because somebody else might be somebody who doesn't learn from their mistakes, who fails and then fails again, and then just keeps doing the same thing and expecting different results. Like, just because those people are out there doesn't mean that I'm one of those people. And my whole life, I've reflected and looked at, you know, what, where did I go wrong? What can I learn from it? And not just what can I learn from it from a decision standpoint, but how can I grow from it, um, like within myself, and and that it was no different. So I trusted myself and my assessment of my ability and my relationships and my understanding of reality in my world that I live in and my relationship to it all, enough to know that anywhere would be better than being where I was, even if that meant struggling still and not having everything perfectly set up and not living in, some ideal environment, but at least it wouldn't be where I was. And from there, I would have a much higher chance and healthy place to springboard off of and move forward. And that's exactly what's happened. I mean, everything. And also, like, I knew that would happen. I don't say that arrogantly or like I'm some know-it-all, but like everything that I expected from my appearance on that show is exactly what has happened. I've told people that and exactly how it would go, and that's exactly what's happened. I knew what all the comments would say, that the insults, the hippie attacks, the drug addict attacks, the he's a moocher, he's a bum, he's lazy, he doesn't care, he's a misogynist, all of those things. We all have different walks of life, and the way Caleb expects people to be doesn't really always line up with the way people walk. Exactly. I went there like to see what he would say about finances, like my financial situation, even though because it's not that bad, it's not that hard to figure out, but also like I'm not somebody who pretends to know much about investing or banking or finances like that. I didn't go there for life advice, I didn't go there for therapy. I didn't go there for hey Caleb, what do you think I should do at my job or something, because I already knew everything that I'm doing. And the second I moved here, my life has been better every day since. And I don't feel like the same person who left Texas. I mean, I am and I do, but like, I'm not. That was like a much worse version of myself, just myself and within internally. But I mean, I agree with you. I think he's a very like privileged and I don't really think he's that knowledgeable. I don't think I mean, I think every episode that goes by, he just focuses more on the reality show aspect of it. Um, just for side comments and clickbait and pieces. No, I said it wasn't for life advice. I said I was curious what his financial advice was. Because that's the point of the show, and that's how it's set up. It's a financial podcast. That's not what I have a background in or experience in. But in terms of life advice, I don't need that. And in terms of people saying obviously, like, I'm also used to people being like, oh, you need therapy, you need therapy. Like, speaking on something bad that happened isn't like responding with, oh, you should go to therapy is like insane. Do I have a passion for entertainment in general? Yes, sir, absolutely. Comedy, drama, anything, man. I mean, I'm like I said, I mean, that's the thing is like when I started the you open it up, you say your name, where you're from, and what you are, and I said my name is Beami, I'm 29, and I am an actor and musician from Austin, and they literally cut the recording, and they said, and the producers came back in the room, and they were like, whoa, 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 can you not say actor? Because we get accused of being fake all the time, and we just don't want to feed that. And I was like, okay, then I'll say, I guess, like, I'm a musician and writer. But like, I already knew that I wasn't pursuing music. I already knew that I wasn't trying to present myself as a musician. I mean, that's like saying for me, like that's like saying somebody saying like, "Oh, I'm a journaler." Like, "Oh, you journal?" Yeah, I journal to myself every morning. What does that have to do? I mean, I can make music, I write music, I play some things, but I haven't taught myself guitar yet. Like, I'm in the middle of that. I don't claim to be a guitar player. I don't claim to be, you know, I'm like, but I've released songs. You can go listen to Tarzan and Good God, Yeah, I almost did Kill Tony multiple times. I know a lot of people that were on it. I did go to Joe Rogan and Friends. Um, um, I I don't know. The stand-up comedy scene is so toxic. I've always said I like it's got to be the not that this is just more of a joke too, but like it's got to be the the worst dating pool of any field in existence. Because I'd say that just because I know so many um, comedians that they all just date each other, and it's nuts because they're all just, even the famous ones, even the big ones, are all just like so unhealthy and insecure, and they just feed each other, like making jokes about the crap that they're actually miserable about, and and then they date each other and expect it to go well. And I've like met a lot of female comedians and obviously the male comedians, but I, it's it's got to be the worst jumble of dating pool out of any field in existence. Name like teachers or whatever, education. I don't know, construction, um, film, TV. Then you get to stand up comedy, and you're like, God, dude, it's a cesspool of toxicity and lameness. Um, the first time I ever did stand up, I was just trying it out, and everyone was so pissed at me for being there. I'm like, I was like, you just moved here 3 weeks ago. I was born here. I grew up in this town, and it was a live music town. It was a, you know, and I grew up making music, but now it was a tech bro town, and now it's like a combo between a tech bro town and a comedy town. And if I feel like I can do that too, then I'm gonna do it because this is my hood. Like, I grew up down the street, and I had people being like, "Oh, you think you just," they're like territorial and like pissed that somebody was trying comedy. Oh, they were like acting like I just moved here from somewhere to be in Austin to do comedy. I'm like, no, y'all came here to my backyard, and I'm just participating because why not? I can do whatever I want. And they were like, "Oh, well, we can't wait to see you," and like, it was weird. And yeah, I mean, I watched all of them just like make all this self-degrading like jokes and talk about how they don't have any girls, and um, how awkward they are in dating environments, as if people want to just laugh at them. I don't know. And then I got up there and I was like, man, I was feeling pretty depressed this week, and I was having a tough time, and I thought, why don't I just go do some comedy, share some laughs, tell some jokes, be a good time. And I was like, I'm an hour in to my comedy ventures, and I want to go hang myself in the bathroom. I don't know. Robin Williams lasted 30 years or whatever in this shit. I don't think I can make it 30 minutes. Y'all are depressing as shit, and everyone laughed. um, I don't know. It's it's not really like an environment that I enjoy. I don't enjoy being around a bunch of amateur comics because it's just we're not the same. But yeah, people keep talking to me about Kill Tony. The thing is, I would have definitely done Kill Tony just for the fun of it. But it's one of those things where like over 150 people show up every week or whatever and stand outside and like just hope that they get the chance to actually like go in, and then I think like 10 are picked from a drawing, and otherwise you just have to sit there and watch the 10 who were picked. And I just never really had a Monday night where I was like, yeah, I want to go spend my Monday night being around all these people and stuff that I don't really like, and then like probably not get picked and then have to just be there. I don't know. And it just be the same thing as it was with Caleb Hammer's audience, like a bunch of false assumptions that are, I mean, yeah, it's the grind for people who want that as their future. I don't want to, I'm not grinding as a comedian or as a stand-up comedian. I'm grinding as an actor. I want to be there's only so much time in the day, and I'm putting my energy towards that. I think it's a higher ceiling and it's a lot more rewarding, and I'm a lot more passionate about it. But I can still do comedy as an actor, and I just don't have to. I love being on set. The set is what feels like home to me, and I love it more than anything or anywhere I've ever been. Any set. I just love the magic of film, and anything exciting coming up. I mean, I just got back from Virginia shooting a French short film. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate you. Oh, and thank you, Frankie, for being so supportive. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I was a part of a French short film, and it's like, I was just kind of helping out. If not helping out, I mean, I wanted to be a part of it. But it's not like a major role or anything. Bye, Frankie. But it's an incredible project, and I'm really honored and happy that I got to be there. I met so many great people. I made friends for life while there. It was absolutely beautiful, like gorgeous, filming in the woods, and it's an incredible I mean, those guys are so talented in what they're doing, and the story is going to impact and touch a lot of people, and he's wanting to, get it in front of as many eyes as possible, enter a bunch of festivals, and that won't be till like February. And then I don't know, I've done some other things in the past like that people don't know about that doesn't come out also till I was in a documentary on mental health that also probably won't be done till February, or I mean out to the public. And then I was a very small. There's a article in the Epoch Times a couple weeks ago about an art gallery in Texas that featured me in their story. And bye, Vinny, appreciate you. And or maybe you're talking to Frankie, I don't know. But that art gallery is having an event at the end of the month in October, the last weekend of October, and I'm going to that, and I think that'll be really special. But I don't really want to give too many details on that. It's just that's what I'm most excited for myself. Like, I'm really looking forward to that event, and I don't even know fully what to expect. I just like can feel like it's gonna be incredible. And then I was on a podcast also a bit back, but that just dropped on October 1st. It was with the online magazine called Bold Journey, and it was me and a doctor that got to talk about entrepreneurship and all that. And it's available. I need to add it to my press kit, actually. It's a good reminder. And then what? Oh, I just did a photo shoot for Fanatics, which is a sportswear brand. They do like jerseys and whatnot. And I was in Philadelphia last night, shooting at the Flyers Devils hockey game, and we got to keep the gear, and that was a ton of fun. And I had an incredible time in Philly. I talked about it earlier in this live, but like, everyone was like, oh, Philly's going to eat this guy up and blah, blah, blah. And, here I was walking around with the opposing team's gear on and met so many great people and had such a great time that I really look forward to going back when I can. And I think that my plan originally to move to Philadelphia seems like a good one. And so I'm still considering that. But for now, I'm working as a basketball trainer for youth. I'm helping coach kids, teaching kids basketball, and that's like the perfect job. It's been incredible. I love it, and yeah. And then I've been. I talked to two guys this past week about their short films and possibly starring in them in the lead. And one of them I'm not going to do. The other one I will probably do. Just working out the logistics for that. I will probably have a better answer for you, though, in a couple weeks. I mean, I was so busy this week, and I knew that I just was going to be traveling all over, going from set to shoot and all that. And I just was trying to stay present, get through those things, and get back home so I could reset and refresh. And I just got home last night, and I spent most of the today sleeping, catching up on sleep. And I still feel pretty like dazed and out of it, but I think I'll have a lot more clarity tomorrow and be able to be a little bit more productive. But like, honestly, I'm probably just going to focus on working this month and taking a step back from the projects, just to like really properly set up myself for sustained success, for the by the end of October and heading into November. I expect like November to be I think I moved at the end of August. August to September was spent kind of setting up my like living situations. I have a place to stay. This is the first time in 3 years that I'm staying in a place that has running water, that has a bathroom, that has a kitchen, and I'm taking I'm not taking it for granted at all. I'm eating consistently and healthily. I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing all the things that if I didn't have 3 years where I didn't have access to these things, maybe I'd just be going through the motions and sitting around eating candy and playing video games or watching TV like all hours of the day and achieving nothing. But like, that's not at all what I'm doing with this opportunity in this space. I'm like, it's such a blessing to just be able to walk a few steps and cook a delicious meal. It's such a blessing to just like stand up and be like, I want to take a shower, and go take a shower. It's when I was in Austin in Texas, I was driving like 100 miles a day. It's such a blessing to just be able to drive down the street and take my dogs to the park and spend all day with them, being active and getting the sunshine. Because I was driving like 100 miles a day in Austin, going for 30 miles to the nearest gym just so I could shower, just to take care of myself. 30 miles back, then feeling bad that I needed to get my dog some exercise, so I drive 30 miles away to their favorite park and 30 miles back and all that, and it was just like insane. So like my car is not going through it as much. I'm not spending all my day driving. Like I'm spending all my day being healthy and setting my tomorrow up better than my today was, and all that type of stuff, which has allowed me to be a lot clearer, be a lot more relaxed, and be a lot more successful. But yeah, I appreciate your support. Yeah, I'm definitely thriving. I'm definitely like, I know what I'm doing and the process I'm doing to get there. I know what I'm working towards. I know what I want. I know what my goals are. I know what it takes to achieve them. So all the stress and all the worry and all the overwhelm that I was feeling for so long, I don't feel at all. It's just a matter of going through the process. I mean, I've already achieved so much just since I've been here. And it's less about, oh, let me just get over the hump and let me just get on the right track. Like I got over the hump a long time ago. I got on the right track a long time ago. Now it's just things getting better. That the things that I'm celebrating being more drastic, more elevating, more at a higher level. And I haven't fully taken a step back and just been like, damn, like I'm so lucky and I'm so fortunate. But I think that's what I'm going to spend this weekend doing, because I think it's important, and I can get lost in, all right, what's next? All right, what's next? All right, how do I make this better? All right, what's the next level up? And I've been more and more in a place where I'm not like, oh, what's the next level up, or what do I have to do to get to the next level, or when is the next level up coming? It's more like I know that I'm leveling up. I know that the next step is coming. I know that great things are happening. And whether it's tomorrow or whether it's next week or whether it's next month, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, because I'm happy right here. I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm making the most of where I'm at. And so I don't have to worry. Things will just get better because I'm doing the right things and putting myself in the right positions for them to get better. Do I believe in God? Yes, sir. I do believe in God. I'm not religious. My whole life, I basically couldn't wrap my head around there not being anything beyond ourselves. I've always believed in some sort of higher power, never pretended to articulate it or know what that is. But in the last few years, I did a deep dive into all religions and all those types of things. And but yeah, I talk to God every single day, all day. And I definitely believe that He and the universe supports me and loves me. And that's I've said this before, but if life was just about oh, my life is better and I have success and I have financial freedom and I have, good friends and a good environment and everything's great and everything's healthy and that's it, the end, there's still something very unfulfilling about that to me. Of course I want a good life, but not I care less about that than I do providing and doing my part as a human being, one piece of the whole, to make this a better place for all of us to give back. I know what it's like to not have anybody, and I also know what it's like to have somebody. I know that I know the impact that one person can have, and I value that a lot. I wouldn't really want to make my life better or to work so hard on getting there if it wasn't so that I could give back or like, you know. And that's why I've talked about this before too. Like, I feel a strong responsibility to prove myself right, to showcase that the beliefs that I have in myself and my outcomes and my goals like can come to fruition, so that I can be an example and like encourage other people to believe in themselves and to not limit their perception of their life or their mind. Um, yeah, I out of all religions, there's a lot about the Christian faith that I think is good, and there's a lot of like preachers and pastors and stuff, mostly like smaller locally or whatever, that teach a lot of good. Um, in regards to all that, and yeah, I appreciate that, and I agree. Um, I got this right here, and I've definitely read a lot of this, and I'm still reading a lot of it. And my dad read the Bible 3 times apparently. I never got to talk to him about it, but now I do, and I talk to him about all this stuff every day. And it's crazy. And then you might enjoy this. This is a book called Rock Stars on God, and there was a guy based in the Austin area who had a magazine called Heaven's Metal, HM, and in every issue of Heaven's Metal, he had a section called What So and So Says, and it was purposely interviewing like a rock band or someone from a rock band that wasn't necessarily like Christian rock or in the Christian music scene, but kind of like about what they think about spirituality and religion and Jesus. So this is volume 2. So then he compiled all of those features in a book, and this is volume 2. I actually reached out to the author after I bought this book, and he said he's working on volume 3. But in this one, he interviews, guys from Collective Soul, Taking Back Sunday, Megadeth, Chris Cornell, Slayer, Slipknot, Lamb of God, Dio, My Chemical Romance, Scott Stapp from Creed, Midnight Oil. And it's really interesting because there's so many different opinions in this book, and I always love reading. I went into the bookstore when I bought this book with the intention to not buy anything, but every time I go into the bookstore, I basically find myself at the faith and spirituality section first, and then I go to like the music and art and entertainment section. And so I walked in wanting to read a book about Chris Cornell, but obviously I went to the faith section first, and then I found this book, and I was like, oh, he interviews Chris Cornell, and I ended up buying it, and I've read most of it. I have a little bit to go, about a fourth to go, but I always find it so interesting to hear what other people think about religion and the world, and why. And that's a really, really good one. Because, you got guys who range from being like, well, I'm not in the Christian music scene, but I'm, like, fully involved in the church and, basically are. But then there's other guys that are, like, really negative and you can also tell when it's like somebody's just like at a like a down point in their life, in some of the ways they speak on things. And I get it, I relate to it all, because I was somebody who spoke against a lot of these things for most of my life. I was just so detached from it. But yeah, thanks for asking. That was a really long-winded answer, but I appreciate you saying that and sharing. I Yeah, I'm actually like, maybe I'll go to church this Sunday. Totally up to you. If I have X, you can do me. I don't have X. But no, I'm definitely down. That sounds awesome. Go to hit me up. Let's just talk directly. Like, I got a phone number and all that. And it's public knowledge. Hit me up. Go to my website, beami.earth/contact, or just go to my website, beami.earth, and then click the contact tab, and my phone number is on there. And hit me up. There's other people that commented. That's the financial audit show. Like, I initially probably responded to the negativity a little too much, but I made sure that every positive comment I responded to. And yeah, that's how some people have reached out to me. It's like I responded and was like, hit me up. Let's chat about it. I'm not some stranger. Well, I mean, I guess I am, but I'm not some untouchable guy on TV or something. Like, I'm here and I'm down to be people together. I'm not above anybody. I think I don't know. For sure, man. And that's why I did it. Not just the financial perspective, but really, like, I knew that he has a large audience, and I knew that his audience would largely hate me, even if it wasn't portrayed the way it was. Like, it doesn't matter who or what someone is or says or does. Like, they will edit you to look like an idiot. What's up, gaming? Good to see you. And then his comment section will destroy you. And that's why they don't want anybody to use their real name. And I think actually after I went on, they made it like a hard line rule where you can't use your real name. But at the time I went on, it was like it was like strongly suggested that you don't use your name, but they didn't like enforce it on me. And I was like, I want to use my real name because I have nothing to hide. And any of this stuff that I'm going to talk about, like, I've already talked about it. And yeah, I mean, people twist that too. They thought they say I was looking for clout and all that. No, I wasn't. I'm not going to get clout. I'm not going to get positive reception from being on a show like that. I'm not going to, like, oh my God, look, he has 1.4 million subscribers, and now I have an audience and a fan base. Like, how idiotic and delusional would I have to be to believe that? I don't need. What I'm saying is, I knew that his audience isn't my audience, so I knew that I could just not do the show and still do everything that I'm doing and be really successful and gain my own fan base, my own audience, and be a part of really cool projects like I'm doing. Or I could do his show and be exposed to an audience that, largely I wouldn't be attracting, because I'm not going to go host some financial thing. I'm not going to talk about finances that much. And also, it's not just that it's finances, but it's also like really hateful and negative. And I knew that I knew that the vast majority of people would assume a lot of things about me and be really wrong and say a lot of mean things. And that's why I told him I wanted to use my real name. I was like, I have nothing to hide. And there's nothing that somebody could say to me that I haven't already said to myself. I've said the darkest, meanest, most hurtful things to myself, and as I work through all of my mistakes and poor decisions. I don't like I've reached a good place in that. So um there's just nothing that anybody can say to me that is going to be like, oh man, I'm so down about that. And it wouldn't be new. Yeah, I've heard it all. And yeah, you're right. Um, I mean, yeah, I'm sure I'll do some comedy. I do a lot of things. What? Sorry, I'll answer your question in just a second, gaming. But I also knew that I knew what trajectory I was on. I knew where I'm headed and all that. So I knew that basically thousands and thousands of people were going to leave very hateful and mean comments about me based on one appearance. And also the thing is, I've talked about a lot of these things before I was ever on that show. I was on I can't remember if it was before or after. I think it was before, but I was on there's a music like a music show every week called Local Sets ATX, and I was on there, and um, most of the show is like an interview. I played 7 songs on my ukulele. They're all like really stripped back and kind of raw. But the main purpose of it was like doing the interview and answering the questions. And in it, I got to actually express like, in real, in a real way and in a complete way, a lot of the things that I ended up talking about on Caleb's show. So it's like, I don't know. Plus, my whole life has been documented for the last couple years. Like, I did a whole mini series here on my channel about my travels and experiences where I talked about these things. I've been releasing music for 2 years where I talk about a lot of these things that is on here on my YouTube channel. Like, I told them too before we filmed, like, there's nothing that is going to be discussed here that I haven't already expressed on my own content. Like, I'm the one who said them. This isn't new information. It's just new to his viewers that don't actually want to do the research or learn or realize like maybe there's more to this or whatever, and like go discover my real story. Um, and so what I'm trying to say is like, I knew that there would be thousands and thousands of people that left hateful and degrading and just like completely inaccurate comments about me that are going to now witness my rise, because I already knew I'm already known I'm rising. I already, like, that's the other thing is like, I knew that what I want to do with my life, I want to be an actor in blockbusters and really like worthwhile and impactful and seen films and television shows and projects. I want to be on the level of and I've said this before and I have no problem saying it, the level of like a Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio. And I'm not saying like I like all of them or their performances, but that they're on a certain level, and I think that I can be too. And I think it's just a matter of time. And if that's the case, though, then that means that I'm going to be exposed to a lot of people, way more than 1.4 million on a small little YouTube channel by some chunky white dude that likes to yell. And so I basically was like, I'll just get a head start on the haters. Like, it'd be a great practice for me to be able to prove to myself that I can handle a bunch of criticism, a bunch of hate, a bunch of lies coming at me, and like be all right, and like still believe in myself, and still trust in my decisions and my path forward, no matter what a bunch of strangers on the internet think about me. And that's exactly like, and not only that, but now I think it's healthy for people like that to say a bunch of mean, hateful things and then get checked. I would love to do a follow up if they'll have me. They mentioned it, and I didn't realize that was a thing until I was there. But yeah, they mentioned doing the follow up in 6 months, and I was like, I'm definitely down. And once I learned that just made me more solidified on all this. Where I was like, all these hateful comments. I was like, in 6 months, I'm gonna be, more. Not for sure in 6 months, but I think it's totally possible that in 6 months from my appearance on that show, I'm going to be more known by more people because of what I've been a part of and the success that I've found than Caleb is because of that show. I think that my audience and my trajectory, or like my success and the projects that I'm a part of, and the place that I reach is going to be much greater than what Caleb has built and has currently. So yeah, I mean, in 6 months, the follow up I think would be incredible, because I'd get to I plan on being really real with Caleb, and B, his entire audience just gets to have a collective like, damn, we were way off. That's good. You if you're so confident in your hatred and your disrespect and your negativity towards somebody, and you end up being wrong, damn, you probably needed that. You probably needed to feel that and experience that. And I'm happy to provide that to you, because I've been proving people wrong my entire life. I'm since I was born, people. My phone does record these lives, and they do go up publicly afterwards. And I agree. I think a lot of my material is that. I mean, that's why I started my YouTube channel to begin with. It wasn't even I wasn't even able to go live. Like, I had 34 subscribers like a couple months ago, and in the 2 years of my channel, that I had 34 subscribers. And I can't go live on YouTube until I have 50 subscribers. And ever since I started going live, once I got 50 subscribers, I've now got over 250. I think right now I sit at 257. And then, once I get 500, I can start being monetized a little bit, and then I'm making money off of this, which is wild to me. But my point is, I started my YouTube channel at my lowest. I started my YouTube channel like at rock bottom, at my pit. And I did that on purpose, because I knew that I was going to get out of that pit, no matter what it took or how long it took or what it looked like. And B, I knew that when I got out of that pit and I reached the level of success, and I was in the public eye, and I was being exposed to people, and people were learning about me and my art, my content, and my existence, there were going to be so many people that were going to say, oh, this dude had it all the whole time. Oh, this dude's privileged. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have what he has. And there would be, a whole bunch of evidence and material to prove that that's not the case at all. And it's already true. I mean, yeah, I think maybe that's what the only type of comments I didn't see coming quite. I mean, I guess a little bit, but not quite as much as they were, was like how many people said I was a fake person, or that my entire story was a lie, or that I made everything up. And it's like 2 years ago, I started this channel And everything that I speak on, I was experiencing then at that time is there. It's documented. You scroll far enough, you go to the origin of my channel, you see it all unfold. And I wanted that for myself too. I wanted to be able to look back. A lot of the videos I've released, especially early on, were rough, and they were like for me to. I even say it in some of them. Like, I want to be able to look back at this and see my growth and see how far I've come. Publicly, because I have nothing to hide. I have no secrets, and I'm not like framing something a certain type of way for my own benefit. I'm telling you what's real. I'm being honest. I'm telling you what it is and what happened, and showing it to you. And yeah, it's all there, and it'll all be there more and more. The like reality of my channel, which is really just my life. You know, I've said before, like, I don't even know what my channel is, because it's just my life. But I'm really grateful that I get to have experiences like this at all. You know, when I started my channel, I was talking to myself. When I started my channel, I was sleeping in my car. When I started my channel, I started a podcast, which is also on here, called What's the Buzz, where I went over like news stories of the day, simply because I was always driving around listening to talk radio and sports radio and thinking, man, I could do that. I should be hosting a show. Like, I've history. You know, I've worked in radio before. Like, why can't I do that? And then I was like, well, I can just do it myself right now. And I would just go in a random parking lot and record and hit record. And I had notes, and I was, you know, journaling, and I was making sure I had the news stories that I was reporting on every day. And I did a daily show for like a couple weeks or something. It was in February of, I think, 2023, where I talk about what I was doing at the time and what was going on in the world. And yeah, I mean, it was all just like from my car, sleeping in my car. And just, yeah, bit by bit, I've got my mind back, my identity, my concept of myself, my worth, my confidence. I don't want to false represent. I do love gaming, but I haven't owned a console since like a PS3 or something. And I haven't had a living room since, you know, very recently, for like 3 years. But growing up, like, yeah, I played games. I really like sports games, but I also, I mean, I'm glad you asked, because this is something that I've been going back and forth on, but really I don't have to have the answer yet, because I'm not really in a position to do it. But, you know, as I said, like, as I've stabilized my life and gotten my life back, and gotten myself in a better position financially and all that type of stuff, I've decided, because I like, basically my whole life went through a purging and a cleansing, and it stripped me back to nothing. And then, like, I didn't even know what to think or feel or believe myself on anything. So I kind of re-exposed myself to everything, subject matters and environments and artistic pursuits and all that type of stuff. And I was like, do I feel the same? Even my own family. I went back to my own family and was like, do I feel the same about y'all as I did before? Is my assessment of all of this accurate, or was I just coming at it from a unhealthy and twisted perspective? And so little by little, I would like be like, nope, actually I was spot on about that. I don't I don't want that. I don't enjoy that. That's fine. I enjoy that, stuff like that. And gaming has been one of those things. And I love gaming. I think that it's like anything else. It's a blessing if it's utilized healthily. Just like I can sit back and watch a movie right now. Like I can put on Harry Potter or something and really enjoy it and really enjoy getting lost in this fantastical universe and taking a break from, you know, my own projects or my own writings or my own thoughts or my own sitting and stuff. But I can also, I think that's healthy. I think it's like almost, yeah, I think it's healthy to take a break from your life. But I think that if that's the only way that you can take a break, that can become unhealthy. Or if you're constantly needing to escape your life to go watch Harry Potter, like that's unhealthy. I think you should have moments where you're able to sit back and watch a movie and enjoy it. And then the next time you need a break, you're not doing something stimulating. You're going outside and sitting with the tree and breathing and meditating. I think there needs to be a balance to everything. Like, if I had a console, do I think I'd be in a better or worse place? I think that if you had asked me that 6 months ago, I would probably say worse. I think that if you're asking me that today, I would say, I don't know if I'd say better, but I wouldn't say worse. Like, I think that in the past I had addictive tendencies that were unhealthy, but I think that I've mastered all of them. Because I've had friends that I'm always like, there's no such thing as a healthy addiction. If you're addicted, then it has control over you, and nothing should have that. There was a guy in Puerto Rico who was always trying to tell me, like, I'm just addicted to women, and that's not a bad thing. And I'm like, but you just said addicted. Being addicted to anything is a terrible thing, because you now can't like center yourself. And yeah, I think that my control is incredible. I would put my control of my willpower and myself and my thoughts and my actions, I would bet on that above anything. I have no addictions, and I'm proud as hell of that, because I've worked on that a lot. It matters to me. I'm 29. So yeah, I mean, I think, but the thing is, I'm also not trying to just spend money on pointless crap. So I think, like, it'll be a while before I entertain like having a console again, and I'm probably not gonna have a console unless I'm like super rich. But also getting a console or getting a nice fancy TV or getting a good sound system or getting a, you know, better car, all of those things are going to be secondary to giving back to those who helped me, contributing to worthwhile projects or, you know, organizations or whatever that make people's lives better or healthier for those less fortunate all over the world. Like, if I can put my money into a $500 PS4 or 5 or whatever it is now, then but then that's how much, like, that's it. It's like, oh, I've saved up for this big purchase, then no, I'm not doing it. But if I have like what some people call FU money, if I have FU money where I'm like not even thinking about the number, and I just am fortunate enough to have a crap ton of money, then then I'm, well, I guess what I'm saying is, if I have $500 and I can like extra, and I don't need it, and I can put that into a video game console, then I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put that into something that helps other people beyond myself. But if I have FU money and I'm putting crap tons of money into things beyond myself that's helping other people, and then I still have some that's just like endless, money flowing in, then yeah, then I'll maybe get something for myself, like a home theater or a video game console or something. But by that point, I may not even have interest or time in doing it, so it'd be a waste anyway, so I may not. But yeah, absolutely. I've said this many times too, but when I was 25, when I turned 25, I had this wave hit me where I was like, it matters a lot to me to have my life in a good position by the time I'm 30, to have my career path set. Not that I have to be on top of it or have everything, I don't have to be at the pinnacle of my life at 30, but I want to be in a place where I feel like I'm on a path and trajectory towards my pinnacle. And I had no clue what any of that actually like means or specifically, but I do now. At age 26, at age 27, I was homeless. I was in an abusive relationship. I was getting hit by an unhealthy woman, giving my whole life over to her, trying to like support what she was dealing with, and it just like it just wasn't the right move. But I was a broken man. I had no concept of myself or my own passions. I didn't speak to people. I walked with my eyes down. I was scared. I was terrified of running into anybody, of speaking, of somebody talking to me. Like it was really bad and really dark and really unhealthy and really like sad. But at 29, when I turned 29 this past May, and I'd been out of that relationship for a couple years, and I'd been working and making progress, and I finally had that fresh wave hit me where I was like, I should be pursuing acting, and I got to be on set, and I got to like gain that clarity of like, what do I enjoy? What do I want for my life? What am I pursuing? What direction am I heading in? And I felt like I had all that, and I looked at what I had left to overcome before I turned 30, and I was like, damn, I'm in a best position I could ever imagine. I'm exactly where I want to be as I start the process of having a year before I turn 30. And I knew that the first 6 months of being 29 would be a little rocky, and I'd have to work hard as hell, which is what I've been doing and what I've done. And it's been, it hasn't been easy, but it's been really productive and really strong and really encouraging. And now more than ever, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be exactly where I'd hope to be when I'm 30, when I turn 25, 5 years earlier. All of the intention, all of the conscious, it hasn't ever left my mind. Everything that I've done, everything that I've thought, every decision that I've made, every chance that I've had to grow, I've done it. And I am giving Nova and Amber, my dogs, their best life imaginable, which fortunately enough is also aligned with what I want for my life. And we love the same things, and we're a team, and I wouldn't be here without them. And I am providing for them in the highest of outcomes and ways and intentions. And yeah, like life is fantastic. Life is unbelievable. It would be more unbelievable if it wasn't also like exactly what I've been striving for and moving towards and believing in this whole time. I think it's still, I don't know. Like I'm really grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful. It's been a long road, and to be alive at all, to take this breath, put in a lot of effort to take as clear and peaceful and stable and happy as a breath as I'm taking right now. So, well, we're 2 hours and 22 minutes in. Seems like a good time to stop. And yeah, I'm gonna get off as well. I'm gonna get some sleep. Yeah, if you ever want to go live at the same time or whatever, that'd be sick. I haven't gone live with somebody else. What's up, K Money? Appreciate you. But yeah, enjoy that Underground Race League, and hit me up. You know how to get my number. Anyone watching this, if you want to chat, yeah, hit me up. www.beami.earth/contact. My number's on there. Shoot me a text, give me a call, whatever, man. I'm here for the people, and I got nothing to hide. And I appreciate you being here and supporting. And yeah, much love. Take care. Have a great night.